Hello everyone, and welcome to Total Television. For those not aware, iCarly is a classic Nickelodeon show centered on three teenagers who produce their own web show. The three protagonists, Carly, Sam, and Freddie, were all beloved by viewers. Although iCarly had a reputation for maintaining a happy, healthy set, that doesn't mean there aren't a few dark secrets sneaking behind the glam and glitter of internet fame. That's why today, we will discuss 10 disturbing things you may not have known about iCarly. Before we dive in, don't forget to check out our other top 10 content after this, like the video, and hit the subscribe button. Number 10. You must devour what we give you. Food played a huge role in iCarly, as the characters ate all kinds of delicious treats during the show. While the actors declared the show's prop department gave their best to make sure the food they had to eat was as toothsome as possible, that doesn't mean the actors appreciated it every time. Sometimes the actors had to devour something their characters loved, but they themselves in real life didn't. At all. Jeanette McCurdy remembers different episodes she hated filming since she had to eat pie or some other food she didn't like. The grossest example happened in the very first episode, as McCurdy had to eat ham. In an interview, McCurdy shared that she ate so much ham she actually vomited, and then had to continue eating more. Number 9. Jeanette's nude photo leak. The next fact might shock you, but children do grow up. Even more shocking, this happens to child stars just as much as the average children. Child stars don't stay young and innocent forever. They become adults, start relationships, and maybe even take private selfies. That's precisely what happened with Jeanette McCurdy during the production of Sam and Cat, and she seems to have trusted the wrong person with these selfies. McCurdy's racy photos leaked onto the internet in March 2014, causing a loud scandal for her career and Nickelodeon, since they were both raised on a child-friendly image. Number 8. Freddie choosing between Carly and Sam. One of the most significant debate points in the iCarly fandom is over the three leads' romantic interests. Carly, Sam, and Freddie had some sort of a love triangle brewing within several seasons of the show, with loyal fans cheering on both sides. Nathan Kress, the actor who played Freddie, took time until the show had finished before weighing in with his own feelings about the romance. When sharing which of the two girls he believes was best for Freddie, his answer was neither. You heard right, Kress said that not only should Freddie avoid Carly and Sam, but he should also move to Italy and start his romantic life over from scratch. Kress assumes that Carly isn't really into Freddie, and Sam is physically and verbally abusive. Number 7. What happened with Cat and Sam? The show followed Sam as Jeanette McCurdy from iCarly and Cat as Ariana Grande from Victorious, both Dan Schneider shows. Building on the two mega hits, Sam and Cat was a spin-off that seemed to be born for success. In the plot, the girls met through sheer coincidence and decided to start a babysitting business together. While the show was booming with audiences, behind-the-scenes conflicts kept it from a consistent run. A rumored salary dispute between McCurdy and Nickelodeon, mixed with rumored tension between her and co-star Grande, stopped the show from even reaching its scheduled 40 episodes. Fans were demanding more, but these issues led to Nickelodeon canceling the show. Number 6. Who was behind delaying the show? Fans had long wondered why iCarly's later seasons produced so few episodes when the show was on a successful treadmill. Well, the answer is simple. Miranda Cosgrove. It's typical for Nickelodeon stars to launch music careers amid their television stardom, and Miranda Cosgrove was no different. Cosgrove published the mega hit Kissing You and went on tour to support it. This put severe time constraints on iCarly's filming schedule in 2011. That's because the later seasons have fewer episodes than the first ones. The first two seasons have over 20 episodes, but seasons 4 through 7 have 10 or fewer. While fans were astonished by Cosgrove's concert tour, they probably would have preferred a few more new episodes to watch. Number 5. Drake and Josh bizarre crossovers. Miranda Cosgrove was initially invited into Hollywood Bohemia playing Megan on Dan Schneider's other show, Drake and Josh. Jerry Trainor also appeared as Steve on Drake and Josh. Since those two actors play wholly different characters on iCarly, that should mean that the two shows populate totally different worlds, right? Wrong. Not only did Drake Bell guest on iCarly, playing himself, but Carly is shown to be watching Drake and Josh in multiple episodes. However, these continuity issues were primarily brushed aside with a chuckle. And that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Drake and Josh Easter eggs. Everything around, from pictures of Drake Bell in Sam's locker to Peruvian puff peppers. These Easter eggs link the shows, even if the connection didn't make sense within the show's universe. Number 4. Disney stole the idea? Both Disney and Nickelodeon deal in very similar entertainment kinds on their respective TV channels. They produce kids' shows with a comparable tone, content, and messaging. No one is surprised by the fact that both channels watch each other like hawks and immediately create their own version of whatever's popular on the other side. iCarly is no different. Disney made its own web television show following 2 female leads soon after iCarly became a hit. Disney's Bizaardvark premiered in 2016 and ran for 3 seasons. The show ran into various controversies since one of its prominent cast members was Jake Paul.
Who ordered the Kirk burger?
After a news report, Paul was fired from the show and got many complaints against him for his wild parties and annoying behavior.
Or the backflip dare!
Number 3. Why did Freddie speak Spanish? Throughout the series, Freddie Benson occasionally spoke his lines in Spanish. These moments appeared to be random. Not only would Freddie substitute random English words for Spanish ones, but he would do so incorrectly. Most of the time, Freddie's Spanish was garbled and nonsensical, or would simply be Spanish-sounding nonsense. On his blog, show creator Dan Schneider regularly promised that this mystery would someday be solved in a future episode. But the final episode came, Freddie started to explain it, and got interrupted. Seems it was just a prank at the end of the day, and we'll never know the reason for Freddie's outburst. Number 2. Actors weren't allowed to improvise. Improvisation was crucial to iCarly. The show's writers would mostly keep humor out of their written scripts, so there were actually only a few written jokes. The show's comedic elements would be improvised on set by the writers and no one but the writers. That's right, none of the actors had a chance to improvise on set, suggesting that they had to wait for the show's scriptwriters to improvise the jokes for them. Big names like Jerry Trainor, who played Spencer, were trained in improv comedy. Others had to ask permission from the writers or the show creator Dan Schneider to get their jokes approved. Number 1. Nickelodeon is done with Dan Schneider. Honestly speaking, Dan Schneider was one of the most successful creators Nickelodeon has ever had. He ran a long string of hit shows, including iCarly, Drake and Josh, Victorious, Keenan and Kel, Sam and Cat, Game Shakers, and Henry Danger. Still, a couple of years ago, Nickelodeon has announced that its creative partnership with Schneider has come to an end. Nickelodeon reported this parting of ways as mutual in a statement. But writing for Deadline, Nelly Andreeva heard about multiple complaints of abusive behavior against Schneider filed by members of his staff. Amidst the recent rebellion against such behavior in Hollywood with the Me Too movement, Andreeva reports Schneider was under a cloud of suspicion over the behavior with some younger stars of his shows. She adds that there were issues with bloated budgets and long production days on Schneider's shows. Did you know any of these iCarly secrets? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss an upload. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching Total Television, and see you in our next video.